Now that we have learnt how to create a simple material with a diffuse map, a normal map, a specular, metallic and roughness, let's learn about parameters. Now, to be able to use parameters, in the first place, we need to make a child of our material by right-clicking and create material instance. I'm just going to leave it how it is. Now, if you open it, you'll notice that it's our material. There doesn't appear to be anything different about it. We can click down here and we can override various values, but besides that, we can't change any of the textures, we can't do anything, so it's pretty useless right now. So, what we can do is we can have parameters. So to create parameters, you can't right click and turn into a parameter. Well, you can, but the general way is that you just create a parameter in the first place. So right now we will create a parameter, and we will create a vector parameter, and we'll call this tint. So a vector parameter is a color because it has red, green, blue, or X, Y, Z, and then it has alpha. So we'll default this, but double click on the color. We'll make it 1, 1, 1, 1, such as completely white and opaque. And then we will multiply by typing in asterisk, multiply. We'll multiply our tint by our texture, and we'll put this into base color. Now you'll see that there's no difference here. It looks exactly the same. That's because we're multiplying every color in this by 1, so it stays the same. But if we go into the instance material and we look down here, you'll see there's a tint. Look at this. There's a new parameter group here. So if we click on this to enable it and we drag this around, you'll see, oh my god, the color changes. And that's without any recompiling. We don't have to recompile this at all. It just changes. So we'll make it a nice purple right now. We can minimize this. We can drag our instance material. Let's drag it on over here. Drag it over here. On there. So you'll see once it loads. Come on, load. Just save everything. There you go. See it there. Now if we open this up and minimize it over here, you'll see that if I click on here and I drag the color around, look at that, it changes in the level. There's no recompiling needed. You can just change it right there. So let's just put these all at 1 again. So that's pretty cool, right? So let's save it. Let's maximize it. So now let's turn all of these into parameters. So let's right click, convert to parameter. We'll call this color. Then we'll right click on this, convert to parameter, and we'll call this normal. Right click on this, convert to parameter, and we'll call this metallic. Right click on this, convert to parameter, specular. Right click on this, convert to parameter, and we'll call it roughness. Now if we save this, it'll automatically apply it if you didn't know that. We can go in here, look at that, we can change all of these things. Now say I didn't want it to be rock anymore, say I want it to be grass. Just go here, type in grass, ground grass D, change this to the grass normal as well, and look at that, it's grass all of a sudden. So you can see that through parameters we can create some very powerful materials that do not have to be recompiled. See? So you can see that they're very powerful, and you can use them for all sorts of things. We can make it wet if we want by putting the specular on 1, and bring the roughness down and fuck to 0. Look at that, we get some sort of wet looking grass, that is, see? So you can see that it's very powerful using instances of materials with parameters. And we could make it, blue grass or any color grass, and you can do a lot more. You can make a parameter of almost anything to do whatever you want. So you can see it's very, very useful and very, very powerful. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you want to learn more about UE4, then please join me next time.